Hi, everybody.
Good evening, Miss.
Good
Hi. Good
evening.
evening.
Good
How are
evening.
you?
Good evening.
I'm good.
See you. Good. Well, Lux, what am I saying? Good to see you. Lux, we're creatures of habit. Man. All right. Good to hear you. Good to hear from you. Good to hear you. And it's good to be here. All right. Okay, so I was just telling OMT that I'm still getting familiar with Zoom, so bear with me. The platform is a little, it's similar but very different to Blackboard. In Blackboard, there's a whole thing where I'd be seeing you, so it feels a little strange that all I'm looking at are my slides rather than looking at you as well, or your pictures. Did you put your pictures up today as we had asked? Oh no. Oh yeah, I'm seeing them here. Some people, we still have the JCs and the HCs and the KSs and, you know, all right. But you didn't remember. I know you didn't remember. So just reminding you guys, please, if you can put a photograph up, we'd be very, very grateful. It's the least we can do to be as normal as possible. All right. So
My apologies about that, Miss. I'll be sure to do that.
sure. As I say, listen, it's a very busy week. Stuff happens. Who knows? Maybe you could even do it during the course of the class right now. So if you can do so, because it does feel a little bit more personal. And as you realize, this course will demand a little bit of you than than you may be prepared to extend beyond what you know your role to be as a student. So this course is an experiential course. It will require you to introspect, reflect. Who am I getting a feedback? But you're hearing me well, aren't you? You are?
Yes, we are.
Okay, great. So yeah, so this course will require some of that. So I'd like us to put a picture up so at least we can see who we're talking to when we're talking. Nardia, how are you?
I'm fine, Miss. How are you?
I am great. Well, okay. That's another robotized response, but yes.
I understand.
Yes.
I did remember the pic.
Yes.
However, it's on my Zoom profile, but for some reason it's not reflecting here. I was speaking to a colleague before I opened my mic to see if she could offer some assistance, but she couldn't. So I'm hoping that someone from the group would be able to offer me some assistance. I don't know why it's not showing here, but it's on my Zoom profile.
Oh, okay. You're seeing it.
Yeah, afternoon, everyone. I just had the same challenge, but what I did, instead of just going straight to join a meeting on the, what do you call it now, the Zoom application, there's another option that says sign in. So you actually sign in there and photo popped up immediately. So you can try that and it works.
Okay, thank you. I'll try that one.
I'm going to try that one and rejoin.
All right, great. You see, sometimes all we need is a little bit of help and encouragement. Hello? Hi.
This is Renee.
Hi, Renee.
I'm how that works out with getting a picture up is if your Gmail or your Google or whatever you sign in with, if that already has a photo, then it will use that photo for your Zoom as well.
Oh yes, that makes sense.
So if you don't have a photo up on your Google, then it's not gonna work. And you sign in with Google, that's not gonna work. But if you do Facebook, your Facebook picture is gonna be the picture.
Oh, thank you. That makes sense because I really was wondering why I get a different picture sometime at home from here. But now you explain. Thank you. All right, so we're all learning and we're putting them up. All right, thank you, everybody. So I hope you've had a productive week. And I know there's still some excitement, a little bit of excitement regarding your decision to take on this master's, and you are looking forward to this course. All your courses in first semester, as a matter of fact, to prove you right. Like, yeah, I made the right decision. This was a good thing, and I'm going to be fine. So I'm very aware of that, and so you know, it's my job to make this course as rewarding as it is for me to you, as rewarding to you as it is for me. All right, so I may not stay the entire night. Let me just say that from now. I may not stay the entire night, but what I'm definitely gonna get done today is that we're gonna form these groups that we're so anxiously anticipating, right? We're gonna do that. We're gonna also get the opportunity to talk a little bit in the groups, right? I have some slides here now. Today I wanted to kind of introduce you to group dynamics from a content perspective. Last week we went through an orientation session, and this is for persons who weren't here. I noticed we have 40 participants today. Last week there were about 33, so there are a few more persons who've joined us today. The recordings are available, so you would have gotten those, but perhaps you have not gotten the chance to go through them already. So in that case, I will take a few moments and kind of go over what we did not go over, really just kind of apprise you on what we did last week. All right, so today, as I said, we are definitely going to choose our groups. I want us to understand the importance of groups. I want us to set some groundwork, some ground rules among ourselves for working in a group, right? I want us to begin to see the groups that we're setting now, right? You know, this is kind of like a simulation exercise, you know? We're part of groups, and our work group in this context is perhaps the most important group, but I want you to expand your thinking about all the groups that you are a part of. As you are working in this group, the group assignments are designed to give you the opportunity to develop what I would call a kind of third eye, right? For seeing and understanding groups. So it's like you're like being a mad scientist. You're standing outside of the group and you're observing yourself in the group itself. So we will understand at the end of this course the powerful impact that you as an individual have on a group, and the powerful impact that you have that the group has on you. All right, so today we're going to do that groundwork of, as I said, forming group, getting to know each other in the groups, and in essence building connections and building trust. All right, so yeah. All right, so I noted that one of the volunteers sent me their list of criteria for joining the group. Again, for those of you who are just joining, let me explain what happened. So last week, we started the group formation process, right? This is a group dynamics course, and the major part of it is group work, right? And as I say, even the formation of your group is a simulation exercise, right? So last week, we had 6 volunteers. I asked for 6 volunteers, and these persons were responsible for coming up with a list of ideas, which are really criteria for entry or for joining a group, right? Today, these persons are going to be sharing the criteria with you, and the class is going to be participating by selecting groups based on the criteria that are being thrown out, right? As I've said to you before, the persons who volunteer are not necessarily or will not necessarily or does not necessarily need to be the group leaders, right? These were random persons pretty much, right? But these persons can become the group leaders, right? So I don't want you to be thinking of it in that kind of way. Persons were asking, the persons who have volunteered, unfortunately, you will not be in a group together. All of you will be in separate groups because each of you will be selecting other persons to be a part of your own group. All right. So I know we had talked about it, but I don't know if we had worked it out. As in, did somebody wanted to withdraw from the process because you want to be in one of the selectors group? I don't know. I don't know if we had spoken about it. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Anybody? All right.
I didn't know we could do that.
I have a question, Miss Morgan.
Sure.
Hello?
I'm hearing. Sure.
Okay, great. So last week we had, as you said, 30 something students in the class. No,
yes.
Increase. So I am thinking you probably need to have more
groups.
More groups.
Yes. All right. So here's the thing. Here's how we're working out the groups. No, the groups will be a little bit bigger than perhaps necessary, but I prefer to work with the groups in a compact way. So instead of having 10, 12 groups, I'd rather say have 8 or 6 groups, larger groups, and these larger groups will divide or separate the tasks accordingly. So you may end up with 2 small groups within your larger group. I will explain further how this can work. I know that a big part of what we're doing today will affect your other class that you're doing, right? You are waiting on the groups to be formed here in this class to work together, to work in another class. So I am bearing that in mind. As we undertake this activity, however, I stand to be guided by you. I don't know, have all the information, you know, you are the ones who are going to the other classes and you know what the requirements are. So as I said, this is a fairly organic process, but the idea is that we want to get you into groups. As I said, the groups will be large in this class, but you have the opportunity to break these groups into, say, 2 smaller groups. All right, given the volume of work for this course, right? And also to, I suppose, for what the requirements of the group work is for your other course. All right, so I am open to listening to you as we do this process. We had said 6 groups. Wow, I'm seeing 49 now. We had said 6 groups, and 6 into 49.
It's 49 less yourself and Miss Thomas.
Okay, so it would be 40. Well, 47. I see 48, 46. All right, so if we want 6 groups, how many persons would that be per group?
8.
8 groups? 8 persons?
7 to 8.
7 to 8. 7 to 8.
What I'm telling you is that I have been orienting more than 50 persons, so the number could still grow.
So it could still grow. All right.
This probably should just plan for 54.
Yeah. If we have 8 groups, how many persons would that be per group? 8 groups is a lot still. How many did Shara say she want? 20, 11 or 12?
So, no, remember we had said that we would continue with the 6, but have each group present twice.
Yes, 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 yes.
What we said we were going to do.
Right.
And half the group presents, the other half presents, but everybody worked on everything.
Okay.
So it's like each group would have selected 3 or 4 persons to present on day 1.
Right.
And then maybe, and the other 3 or 4 persons to present in week 7.
Right.
Something like that.
Yes, that's what we had said. So that means we'll stick with the 6 groups and we will end up with about 8 persons, 7 to 8 persons per group.
Yes, we can't bother pull.
Again?
So we can't bother pull then if one of the 6 wanted to go into another group.
If one of the 6 wants to go into another group, then I'll just replace that person. If somebody's willing right now,
yes,
to
step up,
to do the correct, but that person would not have prepared. So unless somebody can operate extemporaneously, I don't know, or maybe you want to share the criteria you had come up with.
I think you can probably talk of the, you know, off of your head the type of the ideal group that you want. I think that's
the idea. Typically, I don't have persons prepare beforehand, but you know, given the virtual scenario, it was a little bit different. So last year I had persons prepare. So yes, it is possible for somebody to literally come up with some criteria off the top of their heads and make it fun.
All right, miss. So I'm going to pull.
Who is this?
Shani.
No, but Shani, you can't pull until we get somebody. I'm not sure it work.
No, miss. I'm volunteering to pull, and then the person probably will come or will step up. Then you come. I don't, you know. Yes, miss.
No, man, you have to help me to recruit somebody.
Of course, I can. Of course,
well,
I'll work to get the person. Let me go in the group.
Okay, help me recruit the person first. You don't get off that easily, Chanel. Not at all.
No problem.
Do you know that one of the most effective hiring strategies is to ask somebody who currently works at the company to recommend somebody else? Did you know that? Studies have shown.
Yes, and it's also cheaper.
Exactly. It is also cheaper. So Chanel, what you're doing for us, you're in an organization and you're leaving, and we're asking you to help us find your replacement. So this is what you're doing.
Miss, that sounds similar to succession planning.
Everything is meaningful, guys. Everything we do is meaningful, right? Everything we do is a part of how we operate in everyday life in organization. And in this course, this is the goal. The goal is to highlight, to sensitize, to make you more aware of how the framework of a framework that exists, that operates, of how a framework operates in terms of how companies operate as well. So this is the academic framework, right? So things are not just done arbitrarily in the workplace. there are theories and knowledge bases and stuff that guide the way people operate. People don't just pull things out of the hat like that. All right. So in this course, we're trying to make the link between what you do every day and the theoretical framework that guides that. All right. So Shanil, are you ready for me?
Yes, I'm trying to recruit someone from the group.
Well, you can do it publicly too, you know.
All right, guys, I can even share what I sent to Miss if or characteristics that we want from others align, right? You don't necessarily have to be the group leader. Just share your idea of persons who you'd like to work with.
Excuse me,
Yes.
Miss Morgan. I also sent my criteria to you. I'm wondering if you saw mine. This is Renee.
Hi, Renee. I think I did. But I haven't gone through them. But you're willing to go through the process, right?
Yes, I'm willing to go through the process.
Okay,
but
great.
The thing is, I was just wondering if I was on the right track because I don't know, I'm not sure. if the criteria, if that is what you meant.
Oh, I can look quickly. Clearly, I didn't look. But in the meantime, Shanil, can we go ahead, please? Can we find somebody, Shanil?
Who is Feyoka? Let's see if she's in the...
Miss Morgan, Trudine has had her hand up for the longest while. I'm not sure if she wants to say
Thank
something.
you. Thank you for that. I'm not seeing. Oh, yes. Hi,
Oh,
Trudine.
no. I had said what I wanted to say about the group size before. That was it. Let me take it down.
So Miss 8 per group, right?
Say again? Yes.
8 per group. All right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Renee, you're not the same person as Lydia.
No, this is Renee Downey.
No, man. I mean, I'm seeing Lydia's.
No.
Okay. Where is yours then? All right. All right, listen, just go with what you have. We'll tweak it as we go along.
All right, Miss, I found someone.
All right.
Her name is Katie Shields Anderson.
Hi, Katie. Thanks for volunteering.
Hi, no problem.
All right. So let's go. Let's get, I'd like all the persons who are volunteering or have volunteered to say your name and to tell us a little bit about you. In short, introduce yourself so we can get going.
Sure, I would like to start, Miss.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. My name is Brandon Main, and of course, you know, I'm one of the, not necessarily leaders, but one of the organizers for the group, you know, the group criteria. A little bit about myself is that I graduated from UWI Mona last year with a Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship and Management Studies, and thank God with first class honors. And, thank you. Some of my hobbies are I like tennis, I like to play, you know, different kinds of sports. Lionel Messi is my favorite sports person / athlete. I like to play video games. And I would just like to also make everyone know that, you know, this semester will be great despite everything that's going on. And I commend everyone for making an effort to be a part of this program. And I am sure everything will go as accordingly as it should. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. Much, much appreciated. All right. So, who is next?
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, this is Renee Downey again.
Hi, Renee.
All right, so I am 25 years old. I'm not really sure what else. I'm an admin officer at Jamaica Customs Agency. I graduated from UWI in 2018, and I graduated with I'm nervous.
That's
did
fine, Renee.
I did history and management studies. Now I'm here doing HRD. The reason that I chose HRD is because I believe that one, I would like to go over into HR and in my company or in another company or whenever else I seek employment. And I believe that an HRD approach to management is a great approach. As such, I chose this particular course.
Yay.
So I'm a fun-loving person, a very layman in everything I do. In everything, I'm very layman. Do you understand that?
Layman or laid back or
layman.
Okay.
All right. So in explaining things, in doing things, I usually do not opt for the fancy way. It's
okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You simplify life for people.
I think I simplify it for myself. And I hope to be understood. Just as
you hope to be understood
that way too, as a simple person.
Okay.
I do well in groups. I think we will unfold that throughout the course of this course.
Okay.
But if I am good in groups.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you. I guess I should say on the subject of the layman approach. I think I know what you're saying, Renee. Oftentimes academics find it difficult to express themselves in laypersons' language when they're speaking to laypersons, which is essential. It's almost counterproductive that you've done, serious research, and people are not able to comprehend what you want to communicate to them. At the same time, we're in an academic setting, right? And when you speak for me, remember, I'm your audience. I'm expecting a little bit more than a layman's approach. So, but I'm very careful because I want to stress that you're expressing yourself in simple terms doesn't mean that it is not an academic approach, right? As a matter of fact, it takes real skill to be very simple, yet express yourself in academic terms. But as you know, in this context, this is, and I am your audience. So as you're expressing yourself to me, I would expect that you express yourself using the language that we are communicating with. It's one of the ways that I will know that you are understanding the area, the topic area, right? And as I said, the more you understand it, the better you're able to simplify it.
Yes.
So I don't know if that makes sense for everybody.
Yes, I understand it.
Okay, great. All right. Who is the third person?
Yes, Mr. Orlando here.
Orlando.
All right. What I'll do, I'll turn on my camera for the absence of my picture. That's okay.
Hey, Orlando. Thank you.
And hopefully everybody can see.
Yes.
All right. So my name is Orlando Walters. I graduated from UWI with a bachelor degree in management studies. Yes, I currently work as a sport administrator and I also teach it. I like football, that's my hobby, and I like to play domino. So the guys on the platform, they are willing to take me on in a game of domino. Anytime you're ready, I am willing to take on the challenge.
You sound like one of those who will follow up the domino tournaments and thing.
No, not really, miss. It's just a favorite pastime.
Oh, okay. Okay. Not that serious. All right.
Not that serious. No.
All right, Orlando. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Uh, number 4.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, my name is Kadian. I graduated from UE with a degree in accounting and general management. I'm currently working in HR. Why I selected HR, it's because the entire setup of HR just really interests me. And I would
Okay.
want to get down to, the building blocks of how we got where we are now and how we can pass where we are now. That's why I chose to study HRD. For me, I'm very dramatic, not in the like extra way, but like I like things dramatic. I love to laugh. I wouldn't say I'm well, let's leave it there for now. Yes, I love to laugh. I love to laugh.
All
And
right.
I'm really excited about this course.
All right. Thank you, Katie. Katie Ann, right?
Katie Ann, but Katie's fine.
Okay. Thank you, Katie. I know I saw Katie there. All right. Okay. Number 5.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
My
evening.
name is Revaldo Love, and I am a past UTech graduate. I studied accounting, that was my major, and the marketing was my minor. And I'm really excited to be a part of this course, HR, because I want to broaden my horizon and reach for the stars, in the business world. Actually, I'm a simple person. I'm a fun person. I communicate well with people. I socialize a lot with persons as well. You can call me a social butterfly sometimes. When the work is out of the way, we'll chat and we'll get along. I am a person whose head is level. So I have my things together and I know what I want in life. I am dependable. I look for opportunities out of situations, and I tend to focus on positivity rather than negativity, always trying to keep it optimistic. That's it for me for now.
Thank you. And thanks for turning your camera on. Hi, I see you. All right. Thank you, Rivaldo. And the final person.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, so I'm Lydia.
Hi, Lydia.
So my name is Lydia McKinley. I am a graduate of the University of the West Indies. And I must say, although I was discouraged heavily from pursuing this master's in HRD, I still believe that I've made the best decision I could.
Okay.
I was introduced to human resource management in 2015 at my first ever summer job, and I've loved it ever since. And as such, my bachelor's is actually in human resource management. And I really, really hope to become a management expert using on the basis of human resources. Now, but I'm very outgoing. I'm very fun. I'm very chirpy. I don't really let much bother me. And for my future group members to note, I am not a hard worker. I'm not too keen on hard work. I believe in smart work.
Okay.
Effective and efficient. manage
Okay.
time and quality. I don't really believe that everything has to, while I am for sacrifice and things will always not always go up as planned, the strenuous way to do things is really not my thing.
Okay.
And I also work, I work in human resources currently.
Okay. All right, Lydia. So that's why you take to your book, eh? We here growing up, listen, two paths. Either you take to your book or you go to ground, go do the hard work in the sun. All right. Thank you so much, Lydia. Okay, guys, so here we have it. We have Brandon, we have Renee, we have Orlando, we have Katie and Katie, Rivaldo, and Lydia. They've all told us a little bit about themselves, some very important characteristics. And I'm not going to dwell on this too long, but I know you've been taking notes. And so we're going to jump right into the selection of groups, right? And how we're going to do this now. So I'm thinking one person at a time. Start with your criteria. The class will volunteer. I think I'm gonna need help to see who is volunteering, or the group leaders will know. Group leaders, please, as you select a member, as a member volunteers to join your group, could you get the name of that person, please? When you go into the groups later on, you'll fill out the contact information sheet and stuff. But at the end of the day, each person should have, we did say 7 persons or 8 persons to a group, so each person will have 6 more persons. We'll be choosing 6 persons. 49, yeah. 6 sevens. So, is it 7? All right, yeah, 7.
No, makes you said 8.
Listen, me never the math girl from primary school. So it's 8 persons to the group. So each of you choosing 7 more persons. Don't? Yeah, because you're
Yes, so
1.
it would be 8
That's right,
people in
miss.
total, miss.
Yes, so each of you choosing 7 persons. So just get a paper and a pen and just begin to write down the names of the persons as they join the group. All right. So are we ready? Who wants to go first?
Okay, good night, man.
Yes.
Miss, I'll go. Oh, sorry.
Who is going first?
Oh, sorry.
I am willing to go first, miss.
Who is this?
This is Brandon Main.
Okay, Brandon. Okay. When I say who is this, I'm sorry, just because I'm not looking at the screen right as we speak. So go ahead, Brandon.
No problem, miss. So it's just to you know, read my criteria to everybody in the class, miss. That is what I'm supposed to do.
I want you to do one at a time.
One at a time. Okay.
Yes. So you tell us what one of your criteria is, and then we go around.
Okay, no problem, miss. All right. So and good evening again, everybody. So one of my criterias to join my group is that all group members must try their utmost best to meet the times and deadlines for group meetings and work, which have been discussed and agreed to by all group members in the group in whichever form of communication. So that is one of my criteria.
Okay. I want to join.
Interested also.
Hold on. We're not filling up Brandon group right away. No?
I'm in as well, Brandon.
Wait.
Write me up, Brandon. This is Karen.
Write up Sakina, please.
Onward Joseph, please.
I think it's easy.
I don't know how to raise my hand.
I think for expediency, we're gonna do 2 at a time then instead of 1. For expediency, yes. So Brandon, you have the task now of selecting 2 people.
I have the task of selecting 2 people.
Yes. You put out your thing. You say what you want in your group, and a lot of people are responding. Your application
I have made a note of I have made a note of 2 people, miss.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay, so easy. All right, go ahead. So who are these two people?
Okay, two of these people are Teak Richards and Keisha Sherman.
These people had just shouted out that they want to be a part of your group.
I saw they raised their hands first, and I believe they said they spoke on the microphone when
Sorry to interrupt,
Yes,
but
I did.
I can't raise my hand because my laptop is not updated, but I did type first also that I'm interested in joining your group, sir.
And Brandon, I did say as well, I'm interested.
Brandon?
This is Kareem speaking.
Brandon?
Is it possible to select more than 8 persons?
Eh?
Is it possible to select more than 8 persons?
Select how many?
More than 8, like 9 or 10?
Well, we're kind of working with the numbers that we have. So if we have 8 6s, that's
no, if we pass 8, it will be we'll have
we're gonna have a little issue. So so we have to work with the 8 for today.
Brandon, I did say that I'm joining your group. This is Barbara.
Brandon, here's what I'm gonna do, Brandon.
Yes, miss.
I'm going to leave you alone. Right?
Okay.
And I'm going to go on to number 2. But as I'm leaving you alone, you have the task of going through all the people who have responded and selecting your 2, right? By the time I come back around to you again, you should let me know. How about that?
Yes, miss, that sounds
So
good.
you can talk with them in the chat. You can, keep up conversations with them in the chat while we go ahead. All right?
All right, miss. No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you, miss.
You're welcome. All right. Who is going next? Punchinella, little fellow.
Yes, miss. Orlando, you're again.
Hi, Orlando. Yay. Tell us about your group.
Yes, one of the criteria for my group.
Yes.
I need a person who is diligent, who is willing to do the research.
Yes.
On time person.
Yes.
When we say we are meeting a deadline, we're gonna stick strictly to that deadline. So if we say 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, that's the time we are going to stick it. So I call that person the bookworm or the nerdy type.
Whoa. All right. So you want a character in your group. You want somebody in your group who is very committed to getting the work done on time, right? That's the most important thing.
Yes.
I'm trying to find other adjectives to describe this person for you. But that's the core of it, really, right? So anything else around this kind of individual?
This person should also be a debater.
Oh, okay. So this person should be able to present different sides in the group?
Yes. So if I give you a scenario or a topic, I don't expect you to just take it like that. We want to debate it. So we
okay.
Yes.
All right.
Come to a common goal, come to a common understanding.
All right. Okay, everybody. So Orlando is throwing that out. Here's a criteria. You want to join an organization, but they're looking for really dedicated people who know the value of time and who are sticklers for time, submitting their work on time, right? But this group also wants somebody who is creative, if I may use a broad word, somebody who is able to look at a problem from several different sides. Am I putting words into your mouth, Orlando? Is it too much?
No, miss, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Are people responding to you?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check the chat now.
Okay. Hey, everybody. So that's Orlando here. Orlando comes to you with a bachelor's in management. He loves sports. He's a teacher. He loves to play dominoes. So here's a group that you're going to have some fun in, right? You already have a very fun person and you have somebody who loves sports. So I see some hands. I don't know if these hands mean that they're interested, but I'm not hearing anybody. Remember, you can select 2 persons just to make the process go quickly. Are these hands up from before? Sion, Carlos, Roseanne, Akila, Chanel? Well, Chanel, perhaps.
Oh, yes, miss. Yes, miss. My hand was up. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yes, apologies about that as well, Miss. My hand
All
was
right. That's fine. That's fine. All right, guys. So are we responding to Orlando? You all?
My hand is also up.
Yes, I would like to join Orlando's group posted in the chat.
Okay. All right. Orlando, are you finding your people?
Yes, miss. I am seeing some names here.
Okay. Can I leave you with a task and go and come back?
Sure, no problem.
All right. So when I come back, I'll take both the names, the 2 names that you've selected. All right. Who is going next?
I'll go next.
Sure.
Okay. For my the criteria for my group is 1, the person.
This is Katie, everybody. This is Katie.
Oh, yeah, this is Katie. The criteria for my group is that the person should be intrinsically motivated. So they should want to do the work, you know, just based off their own drive. Even when there might be shortcomings or obstacles, they'll just want to finish because that's just who they are. And the other criteria is someone who is able to communicate respectfully. So I know in groups, there are times when you have disagreements, but it should never be a disagreement where it becomes disrespectful. So someone who can communicate respectfully and is intrinsically motivated.
All right. So Katie wants people who are committed, again, not because there is an extrinsic reward, not necessarily because, you know, at the end of the day, you're going to get a degree, but because you genuinely want to learn, you know, because doing a master's in HR excites you for its own sake, you know. You want to be a part of a group. You are genuinely just interested in group dynamics. And so you're interested to learn, to be a part, to do work for the sake of learning. Right, Katie?
That's correct.
All right. So everybody, Katie is currently working in HR. Hey, that's good. It's great to have somebody like Katie on your team. Katie is somebody who loves to laugh. I can imagine that she is, oh, she also says she's dramatic. So I can imagine that she's a very fun person. Her areas are, she studied accounting and general management. Was it at UWI, Katie? At
it
UWI?
was.
Okay. All right. So this is Katie's brief profile, guys. And Katie wants to work with people who just is excited, genuinely excited about doing their this master's program. Yes, we know at the end of the day, you're gonna get your distinction, right, at best, and the degree at least, but she wants to know that you just want it for wanting its sake as well. All right, Katie, are you getting responses?
I am. I'm noting them in the chat.
Okay. All right.
Before we move on.
Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was here talking just to make sure that people are responding. That's really it. So as long as people are responding, you know, I'm just filling out the time. As long as people are responding, that's fine.
Miss, I have a question.
Hold on.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just asking if, based on the criteria that are true, is it possible for you to want to be a part of different groups?
Of course. When you're choosing companies, there are a whole heap of companies you want to choose. Isn't that true?
So how would we determine at the end which we're really in?
Well, you are picking one, and the one that you pick is the one that you're in.
Okay.
You know, so NCB says yes, you can come. Scotia says yes, you can come for the job. You've sent out a lot of applications. Who are you gonna pick?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, Miss Morgan.
Yes.
I've noted some students who have contacted me.
Mhm.
Is it that should I choose 2 at a time, or what should I do exactly, Miss?
Just 2 now, Brandon. Just 2
now.
Yes.
Okay, no problem, Miss.
With your other criteria, people are going to be choosing again. So if they really want to come in your group, they're going to be looking out for your criteria again.
Not a problem, Miss. I just want the clarification. Thank you.
Okay, great. All right. Who is next?
I'm next. I don't see there is an option, so I apologize about that.
That's fine. Mm-hmm.
But will we get a chance to introduce ourselves, seeing that they're, based on my count, more than 8 persons are requesting to join each group. So I assume that the group leader will have some form of difficulty with choosing the persons that they want to work with.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. The class members getting a chance to say, so the group members have the volunteers have a final say in who they choose based on what these persons say about themselves.
Yes, pretty much.
Yes. Oh, well, that's why we're trying to get you guys talking in the chat. That's not working out. You will get a chance. You will get a chance to introduce yourself, but for expediency purposes, I didn't want everybody to go through necessarily at this point to say, hi, my name is XYZ. You'll get a chance to over time. Yeah. So what I'm thinking you're doing, I'm not looking in the chat, but the persons are asking you questions and you're responding, and then they're selecting based on how you're responding to them. So what you could do to group members is, you know, kind of have your second picks at the same time. So your next criteria, it wouldn't be hard for you to choose the next 2 persons and so forth. You know, everybody has a waiting list. So the purpose of doing it this way is that I want everybody to get a chance to pick who they really want from both ends, both the pickers and those being picked. All right. So who is next? Rivaldo, did you go already? Who is next?
No, Miss, I'll go now.
Okay, great.
All right, so my first criteria for persons joining my group is that this individual must be willing to take the opinion of others in the group into consideration when completing group tasks.
Mm-hmm. You must be, oh, okay. Persons must be willing to listen to others.
Yes, Miss. So we can have diverse views coming together to make the big picture.
Okay, all right. So Rivaldo, everybody, you went to UTech, right, Rivaldo?
Yes, Miss, that's correct.
Okay, and you did accounting and
marketing.
Marketing, right? Rivaldo is a kind of big picture person. He wants to broaden his horizon, reach for the stars. He's also a social butterfly, as he says it. But at the same time, he's very level-headed. He knows what he wants. He's opportunistic, he's positive, and he's optimistic, right? So Rivaldo is a really good person to have on your team, guys, because he brings some very, very important qualities to the group. So are you responding to Rivaldo?
Yes, Miss, I see some in the chat.
Okay, great. Yay. All right. All right. So we have 2 more in this first round. We may not have to do a lot of rounds because I know you have your 2 persons and we have waiting lists. So it seems as if we can get this done really quickly. All right. So who is next?
Hello.
Hi.
Renee.
Hi, Renee.
Yes. Okay. So for my own, the first thing is I would like natural organizers. Natural organizers, persons who do not like chaos and they are inclined to organize, whether it be our time or meetings, organizing our thoughts, organizing documents whenever we compile or when we want to contribute or compile our contributions, my bad. Yes, natural organizers, persons who do not like chaos.
Okay, great. All right. So thank you, Renee. Everybody, this is Renee Downey, who works at Jamaica Customs as an admin officer. She graduated from UWI with History and Management Studies. And Renee also likes to keep things pretty simple, you know. Not complex, right, Renee? But at the same time, Renee is looking for somebody in the group who values order. As I'm listening to you, Renee, I'm thinking of the personality inventory, which is one of the things that you guys will be doing, right? And one of the characteristics is called judging, perceiving versus judging. And the person who scores high on that characteristic tend to be somebody who likes order, a planner. You get up every day and you want to know what you're about, right? And you order your day, you order your life. Those people are very, very important, especially in this really chaotic world and chaotic environment. So again, guys, Renee is a good person to have on your team. So are you getting responses, Renee?
Yes, I have exactly 2 responses.
All right. Okay. All right, Renee. So thank you. Thank you. We're going to move on. Lydia. Lydia.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
Okay. Let's hear your criteria.
All right. So I came up with a 5-point dream team criteria.
Woohoo.
So I'm
Okay.
looking to create a dream team. So my first 2, D and R. So my D is direct and clear communication. So in my group, I want there to be a free-flowing line of communication within the group. All members' opinions and thoughts are equally valued. We will listen and provide effective feedback.
All right.
And for our respect, as a group, owing to that we're from different backgrounds, age groups, and varying personal experiences, an effort must be made to understand each other, even when we don't necessarily agree. We must
Hold on, Lydia. Is your dream team the different criteria, DREAM, or
yes.
Is that just one thing?
No,
like somebody who'd like to be a part of a dream team?
Yes, so it's dream team, and then the criteria are D, direct and clear communication.
Oh, okay, okay. So your first criteria, you want somebody to respond to your first criteria for your dream team, right?
Yes.
Okay. And D means again?
Direct and clear communication.
Okay. All right. Okay, everybody. So Lydia is a UE grad student. I mean, a student from UE. Graduated with a bachelor's in HR. I don't know who discouraged Lydia from doing this program. Was it your master's here at UE in general or this HR
It
program?
was the HR program. I find that a lot of people feel that HR is a dying profession and it's not going anywhere, and it's a wasted investment. I would also, I don't know if anybody else has heard that, but if as a professional in your capacity, if you could shed us some light on that, I would appreciate it, because
I've heard that.
I'm being very honest, I was discouraged. A statement from somebody I valued, somebody told me, like, they could do HR under a tree.
I got that same comment too.
So happy you chose this program, guys, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have those people eat their words. I have heard the argument. I think it's ridiculous. I am not able to understand it any at all, because
How do you make an organization without HR? How does that even make sense?
I know.
I mean, Miss, I look at HR as like to be like IT. You can never do without it. You're always going to need to be employing people. I mean, probably where Lydia is coming from, because she has a degree in HR, they are saying probably that she should diversify and try other areas. But if she wants to go into HR, well, leave her. But I can't understand why HR is not lucrative. It's extremely lucrative. You will always be employing people.
That's the thing, you know.
HR is one of the most important.
And you know, I was praying about it and stuff, and I don't know. I think it's around the same time I use TikTok a lot. So I was on TikTok, and there was I follow a lot of HR professionals on TikTok, and from time to time I'll see different academics and stuff like that. So there's this lady, and she was suggesting masters not to do. And you know, the top one she had there was HR, and I was like, oh my goodness. But I was, but then I decided that this is the best decision, and to get where I want to go, this is the route. And I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is what I'd have to say to you guys on that. I think almost anything you do in life, there are discouragers, you know, but at the end of the day, you have to be personally convicted. You have to know why you're doing this. And so, you know, it's important, I think, to listen to the noises, but to learn how to block them out, you know, because even if at some point HR becomes irrelevant, which will not happen, I think, the important thing is that you can recreate yourself. This is a solid degree that offers a range of skills, right? And you'll see that throughout the program, which is why I said at the end of the day, you'll tell people to eat their words. I have done this program myself, right? And I tell everybody really should do HR, because it doesn't matter what area you go into in life. HR is about working with people, dealing with people, and you cannot have made a bad decision any at all by having done HR, right? So yeah, there will be people who are saying stuff, but you just be convicted. You just know what you're doing, and I'm glad you were able to do that, Lydia. So yeah.
Miss, can I be allowed to say something, Miss?
Sure.
It was just since evening I was telling somebody about the name of the course, Groups, Theory, Development, and Process, and the person said to me, then that is an entire course? And I said to them that, you see, your idea of management and people coming together, you would never appreciate that because of what you studied. You studied law, so you won't have an appreciation for management, for group dynamics, for team. You won't have an appreciation for that. But I look forward to this course. I want to know how best to put my staff together, how best to ensure that the best persons are in the best place, they're with the best people, and we treat how to treat persons, whether it be, because if you look at account is a team all by itself or a group all by itself. If you look at HR, they're a group and they're a team all by itself. How do we treat these persons? But a lot of persons don't look at it that way. And as you said, Miss, that we can be so diversified when we study a course like HR, because we can be consultant on leadership and management. We can be consultant on so many other areas as it relates to employment.
Yep.
It's
And
very
HR
difficult.
too is a specified area. So it's not even one of those areas where you have to figure out, where am I going to find a job with this?
Right.
If that
May I
has
say
been,
something?
yes, go ahead.
Okay. Miss, you'd be surprised of what is out there. And I do understand Lydia's point and know that you do have persons with that opinion out there, because some persons believe the reason why HR would eventually become obsolete is because we're moving into the era of AI. So us as HR practitioners, that we have the passion for people and the love for people, they don't share the same opinion, because they're saying that sooner or later the artificial intelligence will be taking over and there will be no need for us to be managing people. You'd be, like I said before, you'd be surprised of what is out there.
I know. I know the arguments. I do know the arguments surrounding that, and a huge part of where HR is headed now is to understand, is to the understanding of AI and its relation to HR. So very recently, one of my students contacted me. She is doing her a master's, I think it is, in Europe in IO psychology, which is very close to HR, industrial relations, not IO, industrial stroke organizations. Yeah, I know, like for a moment there, my head went. Industrial stroke organizational psychology. And she sent a list of topic areas to me for an essay she is supposed to be writing, and she's supposed to be researching a number of areas, and the assignment was to consult with persons from their respective countries, their past universities, about the nature of the work that is going on in relation to IO and HR. And I have to say that all I could respond to the student based on the ears, I wish I had it right now, was that we are way behind in the field of IO, in the fields of IO and HR, in terms of where the knowledge base is being pushed right now, right? A lot of the topics she was dealing with was the AI and its relationship to HR, as I said before. But I was telling her we were still struggling with issues of trust and in management, issues of employee engagement. And not that these weren't critical or important issues, but HR has expanded to exploring what HR will look like, or what IO will look like in the future. So just to say, we're not about to die anytime soon, right? But as a part of the process, right? One of the things I think that our program is doing, and OMT can say no, is the design of the HR program takes that into consideration in general, right? So there are some courses that you will do in this program that will provide some insight. So for example, IT is an important aspect of HR. And I think there's a course, I know when I was doing it, there's a course in IT and how IT and HR, there's finance and HR. So we're
There's
very much
entrepreneurship and HR
there's
where you're allowed, Sophie, there's entrepreneurship and HR.
Yes.
You're allowed to, you're learning how to create your own work and create work for other people. So we have stepped away from the traditional HR and we're pushing into the future on that.
Right. I think one of the topics she was studying or she was exploring, I think what she wanted to do was exploring the notion of gig work. Are you guys familiar with that? The concept of gig working or gig employment? Anybody? Do companies here do that? Hello?
Is from Google. Gig workers are independent contractors, online platform workers, contract firms, firm workers, on-call workers, and temporary workers.
Okay. Okay. Oh boy. So
the hotel does it.
Say again?
No, I was saying the hotel does it. We don't recall it gig, but based on the definition that she just gave, yeah, they're doing it in the hotel. What you find, as you said, HR is really, it's not dying, but it's definitely some roles are being combined. So you'll find that, yes, for example, where I work in HR, you had some persons from HR who actually lost their job because roles were able to, one person was able to do 2 to 3 roles. So it's making the department smaller, definitely using more technology, which you mentioned. So a lot of things can be done with different software. There's, for example, like the Bamboo software, where everything you can do, you can request your leave, everything you can do by yourself. You don't need a person. So some of the roles are being combined, and definitely technology is being used a lot in the HR department. But I did type in the chat that human connection, AI can't replace that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Agreed.
Even to manage the new HR as it will look like in the future. So one of the things I think some organizations here are experimenting with the concept of gig work, even some of the banks. So what I understand is that how they hire cashiers, for example, you can be an independent contractor. So you can work as a cashier at BNS today, and you can work as a cashier at NCB tomorrow, so forth. This obviously is posing or will pose issues for the organization itself. For one, in terms of identity and commitment, so this is one of the things that companies are struggling with the notion that people can be temporarily employed. When this is so, people do not develop a sense of commitment and identification with the company. And so they are not motivated to go beyond the call of duty and to give of their best. And interestingly, this is what companies require. If people were to operate on a pure social exchange basis, you're paying me for $10, this is my pound of flesh, I'm done here, then everything will crumble. Organizations do require more of individuals, and so that is a problem.
It's like a transient worker.
Yes.
And one of the problems I have found is when companies want loyalty, companies want you to extend yourself so far forward into their organization that you and them are one, so to speak, as long as you're giving more than they're paying you.
Yes.
No, with transient workers, sometimes, I mean, for example, University of West Indies hires student staff in some instances to supplement full-time staff. And it doesn't work out because by the time the student staff develops the skills to become at the level of a full-time employee, they graduate and they have to go.
Yes, yes. And the quality of what they offer, I'm sure, is certainly not as it would be the full-time staff. Is that true?
No.
So
by the time
yeah.
In terms of the whole group cycle, you're always in storming.
Yes, I like that. They're always in storming. Yeah. So, you know, companies are trying to work their way through what this new world is looking like, will look like. But we can always say something. Just today, I was saying to somebody at Sagicor that, hey, you're one of the companies that tout that you have this work from home thing down, you know, but I'm talking to an agent who is telling me, I don't know about that, you know. So companies are saying things and are presenting themselves in one particular way. And here are the workers thinking, are they talking about us? Really? We are not even, we don't even know what they're saying. So it's a lot of work, guys. And I'm saying that when you approach your course of study, you know, you are approaching it with an open mind. You're approaching it in terms of the body of information that you are developing, right? And how to use it in a very, very flexible way to kind of, you know, be malleable in terms of what the industry requires of you. So yeah, Locks, we've gone on and on and on and on. And it was Lydia. Lydia, just because Lydia was saying she was discouraged from doing the MSc. Locks, Lydia, what are your two, what is your criteria, Lydia? Sorry. Lydia?
Do my two criteria? Well, I did one.
Which was the dream? Was it the dream?
Well, I did the D in dream.
Okay, okay.
R.
Were you getting persons?
Oh, yes, I.
Okay,
I
great.
oversubscribed.
You're oversubscribed. You're oversubscribed. All right. All right. If we can get this done much quicker, we probably don't have to go through the whole process. I hear some over subscription there. So before I start the next round and ask you, Brandon, because we started with you, what your two persons are. Just to say, when I was thinking about this, I know I didn't tell you guys, but I was thinking of some fun stuff as well, right? So you may want to change some of your criteria going forward to something fun. So say, suppose, if you ask for somebody who say, loves to watch, what's your favorite show? Somebody, what's a favorite show? I don't even watch TV anymore, so I don't know.
Excuse me, Miss Morgan.
Yes.
I don't know if you'll eventually find my email, but my criteria was full of fun stuff. And then it sounded like some real HR job recruitment thing was happening right here. My first one, but everything was fun stuff. So I don't.
I'm happy I paused. Yes. Oh, hold on. I'm happy I paused because, you know, I was hearing the thread going and I'm thinking, I'm sure some people have some fun stuff, but just because one person start like this, everybody's going to come. Yeah, I want this person. But guys, mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. So I'll hear from you shortly, Renee. But yeah, I was thinking of, you know, asking for people who like, I don't know, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones finish on TV. I don't know what the new thing is. I don't know.
Game of was in mind.
Yeah. Somebody, because, all right, what I was thinking too is that you're looking for specific things. So you want competence. You want somebody who is competent. I think those some of those criteria a while ago cover competence, right? Perhaps you're looking for familiarity too. You want a group of people who are alike. That makes life so much easy, right? And so when you ask a question like, all of the people who like Game of Thrones or something, and you get a few people, you know you already have people who are similar. People who born a particular month, I don't know. That helps too. You may want somebody who is willing to commit, right? And I think the volunteers already show they're willing to commit. So once you know, you could simply ask somebody to volunteer, but you know, we're oversubscribed there, so this wouldn't even matter. Yeah, familiarity. Who was it? Chanel? Was it Chanel who opted out? I'm sure the criteria here is similarity. You want to be among persons you already know. So Chanel, which group are you going into? Chanel?
Yes, miss, I'm here.
Which group are you opt out to go into?
I'm opting to go into Brandon's group. He chose 2 people before, so I'm just hoping he picks my name. Yes. So I'm opting to go into Brandon.
Hold on, this would be funny.
If I leave and he don't choose me, I'm not sure. I don't think he'll do me that. God is on my side today.
So you know Brandon?
No, miss. It's through this club. I don't know him any at all.
And you not send a little side note, private note to Brandon?
It's cool, no miss. You know, you're not go draw me out. Just cool, miss. I'm using my personality to reel in Brandon. So Brandon, I'm here. Okay.
All right.
Choose me.
All right. Okay, so guys, let me hear the name of the 2 people you've chosen, and I would say at the same time then for speed, just tell us what the other stuff that you had on your criteria, and persons just go ahead and volunteer, because I think this is going really well so far. Brandon, what are your 2 people?
To be honest, miss, I've actually been keeping up with the chat. My 2 people are, I have to choose Barbara Johnson Fisher.
Who?
Sorry, miss. Geraldine Hamilton and Barbara Johnson Fisher.
Okay. And Barbara.
Yes, miss.
All right. Tell me what the other criteria you have are.
No problem, miss. Okay. So I'll be honest, miss, a lot of my criteria is more serious, but I'm going to use one of the, the most fun criteria and also add something to it. So no worries with that. Okay. So one of my criteria is, even though this group that I am forming is supposed to be, a group that is, we're trying to do the best out of this program in times where, there's a lot of pressure and a lot of stress. The group must still have a form of, we must be able to share humor and share jokes and, just have a good team spirit. But I would also like to add to that point, if anybody likes samurai movies in particular, there's this recent movie that came out on Netflix. I'm not sure if anybody's aware of it. It's called Rurouni Kenshin. So if anybody is a fan of, anything of that sort, such as samurai movies, yes, that would be another one of my criteria.
All right. All right. So what I'd say then, guys, go ahead and respond to Brandon based on his criteria. So Brandon, you're choosing 1, 2, 3, 5 more persons. Yeah, you're choosing 5 more persons. So go ahead and start that process in the chat. Yeah, we're just moving ahead for expediency. We may have to come back now at the end of it and if you have an oversubscribed group, maybe you want to ask people who want to join your group why they would be a good fit, that kind of thing. All right?
No problem, miss.
Yes.
Understood.
All right. Who was next? Who was next? Renee, you want to go?
Yes, I can go.
Yes. Who are your two people so far?
Okay, my two people so far are Marsha Gay Lawrence and Akeelia Tapper.
Okay.
And more of my criteria, my fun criteria. I wanted persons who have peculiarities where cleanliness is concerned. I also wanted someone who has a small business alongside their desk job. And the point of that one was so that I could pick up the persons who know balance.
Okay.
And
all right.
I also wanted someone who watches and loves Money Heist and Blacklist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not just one and the other.
Whatcha? Not or and Money Heist and Blacklist?
Yes.
Okay, so you're into...
And then...
Go again.
And then I created a whole serious criteria after I heard what was going on. So do you want to hear those as well?
Yeah, just give me one of them because we're getting the sense of what the group is.
They're very, very short. They're
okay,
very
go
short.
ahead.
All right, so I wanted an avid reader with impeccable English, a great public speaker. I said natural organizers already. Persons who are not aggressive, although they are go-getters, but they're not aggressive. That's very important.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So thank you. Please respond to Renee, guys. Please respond to Renee. Renee, are you taking note?
I am.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. You are welcome. All right. So we have Brandon, we have Renee. Who is next? Hey, Rivaldo.
Miss. All right, so for my other criteria, I need someone who, let me see if I can come up with a fun one, who loves to watch African movies and have a high level of professionalism, have respect for herself and others in words and in deeds, be willing to work with others so the group goal can be achieved in a timely manner, celebrate the success of others, must have an appreciation for the group. That's it for me.
Okay.
My two persons chosen before were Tavin Small and Shevin Wilson.
Tavin Small and
Shevin Wilson.
Shevin Wilson.
Yes, miss.
All right. All right. So everybody, Rivaldo, he loves to watch, well, I'm assuming that you love to watch African movies because you want people who also like to watch African movies. People who show respect for others or who care that other people show respect for others. Willing to work with others, celebrate the success of others. So you want a group where people are cheering each other on, right? And you appreciate the group. So this is a group that promotes and encourages each other, who understand the importance of interdependence, right? And that's Rivaldo's group. So go ahead and respond to Rivaldo in the chat, guys. Rivaldo, are you seeing some responses coming your way?
Yes, miss, I'm seeing some responses here.
Yay! All right, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Katie.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. All right, so
I actually had a group here, like based on the persons who had responded with my first set of criteria, but I'll put up my other criteria as well.
You choose your whole 7 people already? Oh, what you say? All right.
But I'll put up my other criteria.
All right, tell me them, but tell me the name of your 7, because
All right, let me say my 7 first. All right, so the 7 I have is Dominique Stone, Miss Knight, I don't want to mispronounce the first name, Tara Thompson, Chevelle Campbell, Shaquila Locke, Denise Davis, Hakeem Campbell, and Shauna K. I don't remember the last name, but Shauna K. M.
Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 1, you, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I have 7. How many you have, including you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7. I have
8,
Katie. I have Dominique. I have Knight. I have Tyrell. I have Locke. I have Hakeem. I have Shauna K. And
Denise.
Okay. All right. All right. So what were your criteria?
So one of my criteria was persons who have experience in HR. Also persons who are team players. So not just team players work-wise, but just team players in activities like you like adventures and stuff like that. So you take a trip to what's that place? The hill place where you go zip lining and stuff like that. People who are
Mystic Mountain and those places. And
like that. Yeah, people who like to step out of the box and do stuff like that. That was another criteria. And also persons who are just overall dedicated to the task.
Okay. So that were your 3 main criteria. All right. Thank you, Katie. Thank you. All right. Orlando?
Yes, Miss, I'm here.
All right. Who do you have so far?
So far, I have Roseanne Hay.
Rosa?
Roseanne.
Hey.
Roseanne Hay, yes. Shireen Banner. I'm not sure if she hopped out of my group.
Kareen?
Shireen.
Okay.
Sorry, Erland, I had said oops. No, I didn't opt for your group, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, so Shireen is out. I had Hakeem, but I heard his name called in another group also.
Hakeem Campbell.
Hakeem,
okay.
Okay.
Campbell. Actually, Hakeem.
And I have Anisha Edwards.
Anisha Edwards. All right. Tell me what your criteria are, though.
All right. So I need a techno-savvy person.
Okay.
To help prepare our slides and the technological aspect of the work. Help with it, yes. To say a little fun, we need somebody who is prim and proper, but who is highly organized. We need somebody who likes the color purple, team purple.
That's my favorite color.
It sounds like you might talk about something else, though.
Color purple, I just say color purple. So if you like team purple, welcome on board.
Like that associated with a place. It sounds so.
I just said color purple.
Down North Street.
I know.
I just say color purple.
All right. We hear you with your color purple.
All right. Anybody who likes football?
All right.
Sorry. Where I also need somebody who trusts in God. That spiritual leader, the person who will be the mediator. You know, with forming a group, sometimes we can have problems. So we need that mediator. That person is a mediator. And I also need somebody who is experienced.
Experienced in what?
It can be HR, but we are going to do different aspects of the course. So it can be psychology, management.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Why, this is a nice rounded team. You're literally thinking about this group, the tasks ahead in particular. All right. Did you say fun? I have a question mark at fun.
Fun. Oh, okay. Fun. I like a person who like mountain climbing.
Oh, okay.
And bird shooting.
All right. COVID broke your foot on them things still, but hey. All right.
That's so true.
Yeah. So that's Orlando, guys. Here are his criteria. Techno savvy, fun, organized, likes Casey, football, trusting God, experienced in HR. So he wants somebody pretty much who has a degree that is close to what we're doing here, so that you know, when the group is going through stuff, that person comes with some kind of familiarity in terms of the background of the program. Because we've had people here who've done degrees in science, in pure science, and a lot of what they're getting in HR is brand new to them. I know in the course that you're doing as well, in the applied behavioral science course, that course tends to be very technical to an heavy psychology related. You'll get a lot of psychology in this as well. These are broad behavioral science course though, but for people who do not have this kind of background may find the information very technical and it's a little bit more difficult to grasp. So I see where you're heading with this, Orlando. I see. All right, so people please respond to Orlando's group. All right, and I think we have one more, and that's Lydia. Hey, Lydia.
Hey, hey, hey.
Let's go. Who do you have?
So in my dream team, so far I have Jafari, Jaya, and Nikisha, along with myself. So we have that's 4 spots left.
Okay.
And we've decided that for the other 4 spots, we're going to, take your field of study, your field of work, if you work. And if you're good with math, we'd appreciate that. Or numbers, we appreciate that. So you can just send me that message, I'll send it to the group, and then we will choose our final 4 persons. I don't know if you guys want to hear the remaining criteria.
Yeah, man, because clearly they want to know if they want to join this.
Okay, and I should tell you guys, I am a lover of sports, all things sports. I'm one of those girls who love football. If you're a Man United fan, I don't know if that's gonna work out too well with us.
With us?
Out there.
All right.
So the remaining letters: E for enthusiasm, A for awareness, and M for motivation. So enthusiasm is just your eagerness and interest in accomplishing the desired goals of the group. And I had that ideally members should always strive for excellence and surmise ways in which they can offer more to the group. Awareness, we must understand or attempt to understand who we are as individuals first, separate from the group, which will help us with our emotional intelligence, our relations. I'm big on relations. And we should be knowledgeable or well informed about the courses and assignments which we are undertaking, as well as our targets.
Okay.
And motivation, we should all be stimulated to achieve and maintain our goals. Simply because I believe motivated individuals lead to a higher level of productivity, and a higher level of productivity leads to increased outputs. So we'll get those A's as well. I'm aiming for, I'm hoping my group is an A group, is a dream team, the ultimate team.
All right.
Hello, Lydia.
Hi.
My name is Chapel, and I'd like to be a part of your group.
Say immediately you're gonna get over subscription. So when I
Okay,
hear you
Lydia.
talk, no, when I hear you talking, I'm like, oh, you sound like you want to come teach the course. So
Does it look like we'll have to audition? So that know what it is that Lydia is requiring.
What I love about
did you select based on responses that were placed in the group?
Right, and then I had three people direct message me, and then I had these remaining names. I had Tamika Scott Walters, Tamika Brown Kirby, Nordia, Denise, and Tanisha, and then I saw Chanel message, and then we created a little WhatsApp group already. So we were discussing, and then so that's what we're doing now. So we're waiting on the responses. I'd love if you could send it to me in WhatsApp.
So what do I need to send? Miss, it sound like I should send a resume. I'm Tamika Scott Walters, Lydia. And I'm asking.
No, but Lydia, I sent you a message a while back. Check.
I just simply sent one in the group. That's all I did. And I sent it because the three things that Lydia mentioned, I think were on the top of my list. I value time more than anything. I have absolutely no time to waste. So that for me, and I do believe in working smarter, not harder. I'm a multitasker.
Yes. I'm a strong believer in that as well.
Absolutely.
So Lydia didn't see my message.
Yes, Lydia. What's happening, Lydia?
Lydia?
And Lydia?
Let's get Lydia off the air so she can deal with Lydia.
Lydia, you did not. You did.
Let's get Lydia off the air, please. Lydia, you have a lot of off-air work to do.
Yes, so we're gonna look at it, and I'm going to send you guys a message. So, Miss, I can have 9 persons.
Listen, okay, here's the thing. All groups must have 8, right? After that, then it's up for grabs. All groups must have at least 8 persons. All right?
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a vote for, it's Tamika and Tamika Brown. And I don't know who else Nikisha is saying, but I'll message you guys, all right?
All right. Thank you. All right.
Hello, Miss Morgan.
Hi.
So far, no one else has expressed interest in joining my group. It seems that my group will be the smallest group of 3 persons.
Who is this, Renee?
This is Renee.
Renee. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Renee.
Miss?
Yes?
Sorry about that. Sorry to interrupt. I guess Renee is not the only one. We might have to borrow some people from Brandon.
And Lydia?
And Lydia, yes.
All right. So that's Rivaldo?
No, this is Orlando.
Orlando.
It was 4.
Okay. Renee, guys.
Could we join Orlando? Could Orlando and myself form a powerhouse? Because we have 3 and he has 4.
People need to go into groups. That's the thing. So,
Miss, I've actually found my candidates throughout the group chat.
Who is this?
This is Brandon, Miss.
Oh, Brandon. So, all right. So here's what we're gonna go through the groups. If Brandon has everybody, then we're gonna make sure we know who Brandon has, so there's no double up of the groups. So let's go with all the groups that are complete, and then we work through the ones that are not complete. All right. So just a second, Renee and Orlando, just a second. So Brandon, who are your people?
Yes, miss. So the students who I have, scouted out are T. Richards, Keisha Sherman, Geraldine Hamilton, Barbara Johnson Fisher, Kareem Anderson, Shaniel McKenzie, and Sion Blair.
So
That's my
1,
group.
2,
That is 8
3,
of us.
4,
Miss.
5, 6, 7. Okay, I miss a name. I
Oh,
have
myself as well, miss.
No, I
Brandon.
have you. Brandon, Geraldine, Barbara, Teak, Keisha, Kareem, Sion, is it Sion? Blair? And who?
Yeah, that's correct, miss.
And who? Tion?
No, miss. Shaniel McKenzie.
Okay, Shaniel McKenzie.
Yes, miss.
Shaniel, get in, man.
Me get the visa, miss. Me get the visa.
Let me see what way you're lucky. And then hold on, is your name? I have as number 8 too, so it look like you barely get in. Oh boy, I'm just kidding. I just didn't hear your name earlier. All right, so Brandon's group is done. All right, thank you. Who else's group is done? Somebody else. I had somebody else. Katie Ann.
Katie.
Katie's group is done. So Katie, listen to the names I have again.
Okay.
Katie, I have you, I have Dominique. What's the night first name? What's Knight's first name?
It's Levisha. Good evening.
Levisha. Hi, Levisha. L-L-Y. Oh, 2 L's. L-L-Y.
No, it's L-H-Y.
Oh, L-H. Sorry.
V-I-C-I-A.
L-H-Y. V-I-C-I-A.
Correct.
All right. Okay. L-H-Y. Okay. So I have Dominique, Levisha, Tyra, Campbell. Is it Campbell?
Yeah, Chevelle.
Chevelle. Locke?
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Shakilia.
Is it Chevelle Locke?
No, Chevelle Campbell.
Chevelle Campbell.
Oh, okay. Campbell. And you have a Locke. Who is the Locke?
Shakilia Locke.
Okay. Shakilia. K-E-L. I know I have the spelling wrong, but I'll get it properly after. And then I have Akeem, and then I have Shauna K. Is that so?
Yes.
Shauna K who? And Denise who?
Denise Davis and Shauna K.
Simon?
Yes.
Simon.
Okay. All right. So we have Katie and we have Brandon down. All right. So anybody else? Lydia, did you sort your group out yet?
Still sorting. I'd like Tamika Scott Walters to send me a WhatsApp message.
Okay, so Tamika.
I think it's different from Tamika Brown Kirby.
Oh, okay. So there were 2 Tamikas.
Right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, how do I get your contacts, Lydia?
I sent a message in the cohort group.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not a part of that group. No, so sorry. I'm actually a part of the previous cohort, so I would have been doing this because I started at semester 2 and not at semester 1. So I'm not a part of the cohort. However, I will have this course to do along with the 2 additional courses that you're currently completing. So I'm ahead, but I have these courses outstanding based on when I started.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to send you a direct message. Miss, and then after that, we'll have 2 official spots plus our bonus spot that you will give us.
Okay. All right. So okay, so we have Orlando, Renee, and Rivaldo. Any
Miss,
more
my
for you
group
guys?
is ready.
Who is this?
Revaldo.
Okay, Revaldo, let's go.
All right, so first I have Shireen Bonner.
Shireen.
Then
Banner.
Shevin Wilson. Yes, miss.
Shaveen.
Shevin Wilson.
Okay.
Kevin Small. Michelle Brown. Javante Webster. Rowena Bryce. And Odine Mackenzie.
And who's Mackenzie?
Odine Mackenzie.
Okay. All right. So we have, this is 8. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is 8, right? So we have Rivaldo, Tavin, Shevin, Shireen, Michelle, Javante, Rowena, and Odine. Correct? All right. So we're done with your group. So we now have Renee and Orlando.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes?
Me and Carlos, we already expressed our interest in joining Renee's group.
Okay. So Renee? Renee?
Yes, miss. Yes,
Oh.
I am here. So that's right.
So can you update? I have you, I have Marsha, I have Akila.
Yes, it's Anwar Joseph, Carlos Pena, Renee Downey, Akila Tapa, and Marsha Gay Lawrence. 1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4,
so that's
5.
4. No,
That's
go ahead.
5.
Renee,
Oh,
Marsha, Akila, Carlos, and who?
Anwar Joseph.
And who? Anwar? Okay.
Yes.
Joseph.
So there are 5 of us.
That's 5. Okay. All right. And so it's Orlando's group.
Yes, miss. I have myself, Rose and Hay. Had Odine Mackenzie, but Odine is in another group. Anisha Edwards and Tyra Thompson.
Tyra Thompson.
Yes.
Tyra, isn't Tyra in another group? No? I thought so. No? Nope. Okay, nope.
Yeah, Tyra's in my group.
Yeah, and I'm sure I saw Tyra's name.
Okay. And so
Tyra is.
Members of my group.
Say again?
No, I need members of my group.
All right. Okay. So, so Lydia, when Lydia tells me who her group is, then it gets very easier to choose. Lydia?
Hi, miss.
You ready for me?
Just a second. I'm adding Ariane and okay, so I have Jafari Conville, Jaya Bassel, Nikisha Danvers, Tamika Scott Walters, Tamika Brown Kirby, and we still need to add one other person.
All right. This is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 names.
Plus myself?
I have Lydia, Javari, Jaya, Nikisha, Tamika Scott, and Tamika Brown. Who am I leaving out?
Carrie Ann O'Connor, sorry.
Carrie Ann. Okay. All right. So just one more person.
Right.
Do you want to volunteer? What is it do you want? or you have persons to choose
I'm
from?
looking through what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing Trudine Saunders.
So choose Trudine.
Yeah, so.
Yay!
And I believe me and Trudine work at the same place, so yay.
All right. All right. So we have 4 groups already set, guys. We only have 2 groups left. And in Renee's group, we have 5 persons. And in Orlando's group, we have 3 persons. So this is easy now. Who are the persons who are not in groups? It's literally just a matter of choosing. Hello.
Hi, Miss.
Yes.
I literally just wrote to Renee to join her group.
Okay. All right. So you are, let me
Nardia.
Nardia?
Nardia?
Hi, Renee.
Oh, hi Nardia. I'm now oversubscribed with Nardia because we have, I'm sorry.
Well, who you have?
Janelle Crawford, Sakina Beaumont, and who's this third here? I'm sorry about that. Josephine Millwood.
Oh.
Yeah. Josephine Millwood.
Okay.
So that would bring us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yes, we could add Nardia.
You could?
Yeah, that would bring us to 9.
I know.
Yeah, then after Nardia, then we have 9. We have our full 9.
But it really is 8 though, because
Oh, it's 8. Oh.
Orlando, hold on a sec though. How many persons have not been selected yet? So we have Roseanne, we have Anicia, 3, 4. Not selected yet, guys. Just put your name in the group. Remember, you have to go into a group. It's gonna be great. We're gonna work together to get all the groups working really well. Xavier, are you in a group? Hey, Xavier. I'm not seeing the chat, guys, so clearly things are going on in the chat. Yes, Sharina's in a group. Orlando, are you monitoring things?
Yes, miss. Tanisha is not in a group.
Tanisha is not in a group, Miss Morgan.
Okay. All right, Tanisha. So we have Tanisha here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anybody else? Remember, you have to be in a group. It looks like that's it. 8 4's 32, so that's 32, and 8 5's 40. 8 6 is 48. Oh, so really and truly.
Remember that it's 46 persons.
Oh yes.
You will have
Oh,
some
yeah.
with 6. Yes,
Oh yes. Oh yes. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yourself and OMT should be out. Yes.
Oh yes, 40. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So really we only have 2 persons who are not accounted for. Really 1, because I still have Nardia with Renee's group. So it's just 1 person who is not accounted for.
And then Miss also eventually might have more because remember Miss Thomas had said that she has been sending out
Yes.
to 54 persons.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, so we could work with this for now. All right. Whew. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Please, please, please do me a favor and, you know, make sure you get the contact information for all the persons in your group. Please, 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 please. I hope we're all happy for the group that you selected or that you joined. Here's the thing now, I'm going to give you an opportunity to actually go into your group, right? Or to meet amongst yourselves and to discuss, to talk about yourselves, right? So the goal is to learn about each other in the group, ask each other questions, personal questions, and questions about competence, questions about their motivation. And at the end of the day, right, this is the output that I'd like for you this is the output from this discussion. I would like the name of your group. I'd like the groups, each group, to come up with a name. Decide for yourself what your name is, right? And I want each group to send to me the list of the names, the ID numbers, the contact numbers, and the email addresses for each of the groups, right? So each group, I want the name of your group, right? I want the ID numbers of the persons in your group, the contact numbers, and the email addresses. So that's A. And B, I'd like for each group to discuss among themselves what are some of the ground rules for the group. How do you expect each other to operate in the group, right? So that's also another output of the discussion. I was very hesitant about that, you know, B part, because I don't want you to focus too much or all of your discussions to be about the ground rules of the group. I really want the group members to just talk, get to know each other. This is a very important aspect of developing a group. You learn when we talk about development. I think it was Keisha who mentioned that, you know, by the time the persons are mature enough, they are gone in the student worker program, right? So they're always at forming stage. You're now at the forming stage, and there's some critical aspects that I'd like you to observe. One of the things groups do is develop a sense of trust. And to do that is to literally just share information about yourself, right? So all of this will be discussed in later lectures in terms of a framework. Why is it important to do this? And we will share, when we talk about the experiential learning, we'll share the Johari window, which is one of the tools that we use to develop an understanding of others and ourselves. So self-awareness, feedback from others is critical. One of the groups, I think it was Lydia group, who talked about understanding yourself outside of the group, understanding what you bring to the group, right? All of these are important elements of this course. As I say, in this course, you're learning about groups in general, various types of groups, but you're learning about you as a part of a group. You're also a tool in a group itself. All right. So I am going to leave you to meet amongst your group and to discuss you know, to discuss your group and to send to me, each group, your the name of the group and your contact details. All right. So we're leaving a little half an hour earlier today because we did say we're gonna leave the break until the end of the class. Besides, I'm aware that you guys have been sitting for 2 whole hours. This was a lengthy process, but as I say, come next week, we're just gonna dive in it. We're gonna explain what happened here in this group formation session, why it was important for me to go through this, even though it may seem just time consuming for you, but I'll explain what we're supposed to be learning out of it. All right, guys? Okay, so the question is now, how are you gonna meet? Do I put you
You can
in
do
groups
breakout
here?
groups.
Yes, but do I do it manually?
Miss, I have a suggestion.
Sure.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
What you could possibly do is to create, well, assuming that we'll still have the platform to create a breakout room with the name of each one of the team leaders. And then the persons who were selected for that group can just join. You wouldn't have to put persons in the group. You can just create the groups with the names and just join.
Okay, people can just automatically join.
Right, you can select a breakout room.
Yeah, and we also have another idea. You can also use your WhatsApp just in case you have any emergencies or you want to meet with your group. It has a limit of 8 participants, I believe. So that is also another medium that you can use with your group.
All right.
Miss, you're leaving us now?
Not before I get you guys into groups though. So you can ask.
I would like to say something.
Sure. I'm listening.
On behalf of all of us from cohort 24, we are saddened by the loss of your mother. And we give our deepest condolences to you and your family. It is our prayer that God may comfort you, offer you strength and hope and peace.
Thank you. I'm good though. You hear me trying to sound like I'm good? I'm good. Rennie, I thank you so much for that.
Miss, we're here for you. Just know that you're in our thoughts and prayers.
Oh man, thank you. But it don't make me cry here.
We will try our best not to give you any undue stress.
I know, right? I know. A big part of pushing through, guys, I'm gonna be honest. It's just dealing with it. You know, it's these few hours that I'm here, it distracts me, and I am grateful. I am really grateful.
Well, Miss, we're happy to be your distraction. We're very happy.
I don't mean you're my distraction. Oh my God, I don't mean it that way.
No, but we're happy. We're happy to be your positive distraction.
Because otherwise, what would I be doing? Sitting down and crying? I mean, there's enough crying going on, or time to cry. But it's hard. It's hard, as I tell people. You just don't know until you know. You know, as sharing with I think OMT was today, that people say it all the time. You know, somebody very, very, very close to you passes, and you're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, condolences," and you really mean it from the bottom of your heart. But when it's you, you're asking, what? How did people go through this? What? And they were smiling, moving along. But I'm really doing the same thing as they did, but it just hurts. So even sometimes people say condolences. I'm like, are they talking to me? Why is she saying that to me? Me? Seriously, guys, it looked like a little surreal moment, like me. But you know, it's ebbs and flows, in and out. Sometimes I'm fully accepting of it, and sometimes I'm not, because it was kind of sudden. It wasn't as if she was ailing for a while. It was sudden. So thank you.
We are here for you, Miss. We just wanted to say some kind words towards you, so to know that we're here during this time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, much appreciated, and I'll come back next week. Yeah, fresh. So the service is this week, later this week. So yeah. Yay. Lord Jesus, I'm gonna say something now, no? Break the silence. How much do the groups? How do I do the groups?
Miss, you want me in the
You
class?
can put us in the group now.
No, I'm here trying to find a thing and I'm a little nervous. OMT, you here? Help me now.
But
Hey,
me
man, I'm
sometimes the
here.
best thing to say.
I've created the groups: Brandon, Rival, Katie, Orlando, Lydia, and Renee.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What a good thing when I stand up in front of you today. Lord Jesus.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes the best thing to say in a situation like yours is nothing.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I
Because you really
know.
don't want to say the wrong thing.
It's so funny. I mean, when you're face to face with a person, you know, and sometimes you just give the person a hug or something.
Right.
When people say
sometimes.
nothing now, like if I know you know,
Yes.
not people who I don't know really, but if I know you know, but you don't say anything, I feel weird. Like, do I have to tell you? You know?
Right. I know because I lost my mom in 2013. And the worst part of it for me is when person come up to me and say, how are you doing? I just feel as if, you know, I understand why they ask, but for me to just keep repeating myself
articulate
and
it?
feeling the pain all over again.
Oh,
Not that I
yes.
don't want them to ask, but, you know, I just, you know, wish I didn't have to repeat myself.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes, yes. That's
I do, and that's the reason why I said sometimes the best thing to say is nothing, because you know sometimes persons process
well,
things,
you
these
could
things
follow that
differently.
up with you can choose to answer that anyway. you know.
I know, I know, I do answer, no, but the depth of the pain when you're responding, right? So I really try not to unearth that for most persons when they're going through similar. So,
Yeah. But I'm good though. I'm meaning, you know, I'm good. Like all of this that people are saying, as you're saying, is true. Like, do I have to go through this again?
right.
And so I direct the conversation. So I'd say, today, right now, I'm not in a mood to elaborate. And
Right.
people will understand. So I'm a talker. I will tell you exactly what I'm feeling or what I don't want. So it makes the discourse easy.
Yes.
You know, you don't have to feel weird with me. I'm like, girl, I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah. But Miss, we're praying for you.
I appreciate you though. I really do. I really do. Thank you though.
You're welcome.
So this wasn't awkward. Let me just say, this wasn't awkward.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. I'm glad you, and this is the thing to guys, I mean, going into your groups too, I believe in disclosure. I really do. Because people are going through stuff sometimes. And when you don't tell people, they don't know how to respond to your weird behavior. They just think you're weird, or they think you're lazy, or they think you just don't want to participate. You don't have to tell people the depth of what you're going through. But as you're working with people in groups, you really should give them an idea of what's going on with you so they can understand and help you if they need to. And ask for help too if you need it. That's so important. So all of this, I'm glad you guys, you know, express this to me, because I get an opportunity to say it's all about leading by example. So I didn't say it to you last week, and but I think I said I may or may not, you know, but I think I said it to Teak when we spoke, and she's really nice. She's reached out. I haven't even responded to Teak yet. I will, Teak. And yeah, it's, you know, I'm glad you brought it up, so I get the opportunity to tell the class as a whole, you know, so you can understand what's going on with me. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, Miss. So.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, we really, and we also should understand too that people respond differently to than you would in a situation. So you may have gone through this and you don't feel anything, but the other person feels it deeply. So to get groups really working well, the important thing is getting to know the individual whom you're working with. Yeah, that's how you create your dream team. Right, Lydia?
I agree.
No, it's true. It's true. That's really how you create your dream team. Just get to know people and share, disclose and share. So thanks, guys. All right. Thanks, OMT. Thank you so, so much. OMT has been a real pillar for me. I cannot tell you. All right, I'm now going to go into that and get all mushy again. But guys, you'll see. You'll be working with her far longer than me. You'll be working with me. And she's the really best person to have as steering the ship of this team of the HR program in general. So thanks again. I'm gonna head out. So if you need me though, Teak, you know, anybody, I gave you my number, anybody can reach out to me. And as I say, even though I'm going through this, I will answer. I will answer you. All right, guys, thank you.
You're welcome.
Take care, miss.
Yeah.
Miss, get home safe.
Thank you. Thank you too.
Shh, with that one. Shh.
See you next week.
Get home safe. Shh, with that one here. Thanks.
Okay.
Given that it's lockdown there, you forget?
You're essential.
I know, right? Alrighty, guys. See you next week.
Okay.
Bye, miss. See you next week.
All right.
Have a good evening, miss.
You too.
Hi, everybody. I'm trying to put you in your groups. So can you just tell me so that I can open all rooms? So far, I have Orlando's group. All right, can Renee tell me who the people in her group are? Hello?
And I tell you the persons in Renee's group, I'm in Renee's group.
Well, all right, whose group? I have to speak with Renee, Lydia, Katie, Rivaldo, and Brandon. So I'm at Renee now. So if Renee can tell me, or if anybody else is ready.
I can tell you my group, miss.
That's Brandon?
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Okay, so who's in my group is Teak Richards.
Teak, come in.
Keisha Sherman.
Keisha Sherman.
Geraldine Hamilton. Barbara Johnson Fisher. Kareem Anderson. Shaniel McKenzie.
Yes,
And Sion Blair.
Sion Brandon.
My apologies, Sion Blair. My apologies.
Okay, all right. Coming, okay. Coming, one sec.
Hello?
Yeah, okay, So, Rivaldo?
I'm here. All right, the persons in my group are Shireen Bonner.
Wait. Rivaldo, Shireen, X.
Kevin Wilson.
Could you say that first name again?
Shevin.
Oh, Shevin Wilson. Okay. Yes.
Kevin Small.
Okay.
Michelle Brown.
No.
Yes.
Javonte Webster.
Sorry, I didn't hear. After Michelle Brown.
Javonte Webster.
Okay.
Rowena Bryce. And Odine Mackenzie.
Could you remind me of Mr. Bryce's or Miss Bryce's first name? Remember, I don't know you guys yet.
Rowena.
Okay. Sorry, Rowena. Rowena Bryce, yes. Katie's group. Katie has given me her group. All right, let me just do them quickly. Hakeem Campbell, Dominic Stone, Tara Thompson. Come on. Tara Thompson. Denise Davis. Shauna K. McClymont. Okay. Chevelle Campbell. Lavisha Wright. And Shakira Locke. Okay. And whose other group do I need?
Renee?
Renee's group, okay.
Yes. Okay, so my group has Marsha Gay Lawrence, Akeelia Tapper,
Yes.
Anwar Joseph,
Yes.
Carlos Pena,
Yes.
Janelle Crawford,
Yes.
Sakina Beaumont, Josephine Millwood,
Yes.
and Nordia Waugh.
Okay. That's it. And then Lydia's group.
Yes.
Wait. Renee's group. Let me make sure I put you in your own group. Okay. And then now Lydia's group would be everybody else. Jafari, Conville.
Right.
Jaya.
Right.
Katie Sheep. Carrie-Ann O'Connor. Nikisha Danvers. Tamika Scott Walters. Tamika Brown Kirby. And Trudy-Ann Saunders.
Correct, Trudy.
Coming. Of course, I didn't put Katie in her own group, right? Smart me. And I didn't put Lydia in her group. Smart me. Okay, good.
You didn't put Revaldo in his either.
Sorry?
Revaldo is still not in his group.
Rivaldo is not in his group. Okay. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm about to open all the rooms, and I thought I heard Sophia say that you're doing it for half an hour. So I'll open the rooms. It'll be there for half an hour, and at the 29th minute, yes,
There's still one group, Orlando's group.
Orlando's group. Hold on. Oh, no, I have 4 people for that group.
Oh, because I didn't hear my name.
Anisha, Orlando, Rosanna, and Tanisha.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, man. All right, I'll open the rooms, and at 29 minutes, you'll get a little notice, all right? So enjoy the experience, guys.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you, miss.
Okay. Yeah, man.